It's your boy, Dendril, the gamer, back again with another episode of Let's Play Ghost of Tsushima, which is a great game. I decided to go with this one, as I said in the last video, because it's very close to Assassin's Creed Shadow. A lot of similarities between them. Stealth, they're in Japan, you're basically a ninja. You start as a samurai in this one, but as you learn the ways of the ghost, you eventually become like a ninja, secretly killing dudes from grass, and they have a lot in common. So, and since I'm poor and I can't afford to get Assassin's Creed Shadow, I'm playing this game again, which I have completed several times. And I figured I'd take you guys along for the journey. So, come on over. And as always, there is no sponsored content on my channel, so yeah, you don't have to worry about that. No advertisements here. Anything I talk about is because I like it, and only because I like it. So, I know I say that every single time, and I'm sorry, but everybody needs to know where I stand. And that will never change. Whether I have 8 followers or 800 or 8,000, whatever, that will never change. So, we're going to go through a few things here. I'm going to reveal some secrets about the game itself. There's a few little things here and there that some people may not know about that I will be talking about. We had just started. We're not that far out of the prologue, so next up we are going to get our first hot spring. So let's go ahead. Wait, let me, hold on. The first hot spring, I believe, is over in that area. If I'm not mistaken. Always look out for foxes, if you can. I believe... Yeah, I was almost dead on. So we're gonna go ahead and climb up here. You always want to go to hot springs every time you find one. It's very, very worth it. There we go. Okay. So let's strip down. Alright. Here we go. Gotta come on this side. Always want to do hot springs. Hey! Jinsekai butt. Reflect on. You can choose whatever you want here. It doesn't matter.
I'll never forget the day he was killed. I could have saved my father. If only I was older, stronger. If I wasn't so afraid.
See, maximum health increased. You always want to do hot springs anytime you find them. And there's a lot throughout the game world. And also, usually, there's flowers growing around the hot spring. Yeah, so... next goal is we're going to go to Hayashi Springs. There's a few things in town that we're going to want to do. Let's get down off the mountain and then... Ooh, what's this? Looks like... Looks like some Mongols. Okay. We're going to avoid that fight for now. We're still weak in the beginning of the game here, so we're not as formidable as we will be later. So it's usually better to avoid fights if you can at the beginning. And we got the safe fall ability, so you can use that if you have to get down quickly. We're heading to the town. There's a few things we want to do. I'll tell you. Uh-oh. It's a predator. When you get better in the game, you can kill those for their hides, because their hides actually are part of upgrades. But right now, I'm just trying to get us to the spring. And
I studied poetry with your uncle.
Always talk to people as soon as... Talk to every person you see. There's a reason. If they have something over their head.
He will endure. He is strong and resilient, skilled in the art of combat and poetry. Do you practice haiku, my lord?
There's no time during war.
War is the reason to make time. Haiku allows one to concentrate, eliminate chaos.
To find peace.
Precisely. My favorite place to write lies atop the cliff. It is one of many such places. If you look, you will find inspiration all across Tsushima.
I hope I can find quiet places like this one, untouched by war.
Look for the birds. They will show you the way.
There you go. So, anytime you do one of these haiku spots, you get to make your own haiku, which is a form of poetry. And you get a headband as a reward. Since he's marked it on the map, you can actually fast travel to it if you want. So, it's on top of the cliffs, but we'll get there. Oh, it's right here. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this here since we're here. Might as well. Reflect on serenity. Okay, so then we looked at one of these three. See, clear skies and clear mind. Feel the earth below. This is what we're going to start. Whispers through the trees. You can pick whatever you want. It's your own haiku that you make. I'm going to go with whispers through the trees. But you can choose whatever. Does not matter what you choose. A cool bed beneath the stars, swaying freely in the wind, or protected from the harsh sun. I'm going to do protected from the harsh sun. And then you do a third and final line. A sturdy defense, or growing ever strong. There's only two choices in this one. It looks, oh, nope, three. Beckoned by the warmth. I'm going to go growing ever strong. And now you get to hear your haiku put together.
Whispers through the trees. Protected from the harsh sun. Growing ever strong.
See?
The old man was right. My spirit feels at peace. Strong. I should compose more poems.
Yeah. And your haiku is actually put on the headband itself. You can see it right there. And you get a new one every single time that you compose a haiku. So it's a nice little activity you can do. It's not necessary. The only thing you get is a headband. So, but I believe there is a trophy for getting all of the haikus around. I'm not positive on that. See? Safe landing. Works every time. Okay. So this guy has a bubble over his head, so we're going to come talk to him.
Are you hunting
Sorry, her.
Shigenori's heavenly strike as well, my lord?
That technique is only one of myth.
The musician Yamado insists the myth is real.
I'm not surprised. People often speak of his stories with excitement.
I heard the tale near Komatsu Forge. If it's as powerful as the story claims, let's hope you never face the technique in battle.
Yeah, this is a Mythic Tale. It's another kind of side quest. You can unlock the Heavenly Strike, which is a real ability and it's actually very, very useful. Anytime you go into these houses, take the stuff. It doesn't affect you negatively. You don't lose karma, or the people don't get mad at you or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about that. So anytime you see supplies, just go ahead and take them. That Heavenly Strike is a good technique to get, but it's a little far away for our purposes now. So, oops, hit the wrong button. I'm so used to that being... Okay. So there's a bowyer, a merchant, and a trapper. The bowyer is going to allow you to upgrade your bows. You have a half bow now, but we're about to try and get a mythic quest to get a long bow, so I wouldn't worry about upgrading the half bow just yet. The traveler's attire is buzzing. I must be near an artifact. Yes, I'll talk to you in a second, bro. I got to find me an artifact because it is going crazy. There it is. A record.
They said they'd protect us.
Okay, he's got a marker over his head. Let's talk to him.
You know your swords.
That is one worth knowing. I've heard tales of its sharp edge and beauty, but I never dreamed I'd see it in person.
It has been some time since I trained on a bamboo stand.
I would be honored to see your blade in action.
Here's another collectible here, bamboo strike. Okay. What you're going to do is you have to hit the buttons in quick succession to get through all of them. As it gets harder, there'll be... Yeah, see? So it's L1, XX, L1 triangle. Oh, I accidentally hit a wrong button. There you go. So L1, XX, L1 triangle, triangle, L1. So boom, 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 boom. There you go. You hit each button right after the next. And doing so increases your resolve. And you need resolve. That's what you use to heal yourself with. So you always want to do bamboo strikes. Anytime you get them.
Steel is a truly fine blade, wielded by an even finer swordsman. But training with bamboo will only make you stronger.
I'll need strength for what lies ahead.
There are bamboo stands throughout the island. They will help sharpen your skills on the journey. Farewell, my lord.
And you can now bow to any person. That's not because of the bamboo thing. I just want to make that clear. As soon as you got into the actual game proper, past the... I seriously wish I'd stopped doing that. Once you get past the tutorial, that becomes an option. And you can bow. There's actually places you can bow that it actually has an effect. Okay, we got some flowers. Grab those.
Hello. You must be weary from battle.
Let's talk to her.
Come, soak in the healing waters of these hot springs. Replenish your strength for the challenges to come.
I must be at my best for all of them.
Then follow me, my lord.
Okay. Increasing my maximum health, I'm always down for that.
The hot springs restores your spirit, and if you make a habit of it, the waters will grant you a long and prosperous life.
Alright, I'll follow you.
Enter here. The waters are warm and calming.
Okay, here we go. Always, always, always do the hot springs. Every single time. Those are important, and the bamboo strikes are important too. Khotan Khan.
Maybe I'll take that Mongol bastard's head. Or drown him. No. I'll put the torch to him. Just like he did to Lord Adachi.
See? Maximum health increased. You always want to do that. And what you reflect on honestly doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you choose. It just changes what he says.
An improvement. Surely you will triumph over our enemies.
I feel ready to take on the whole Mongol army. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. There are hot springs all over the island. Make use of them. Take time to heal and reflect. The practice will keep your body ready for battle, my lord.
And just to be clear, you can only use a hot spring once. You can use it again. So, just keep that in mind. Okay. Now, we're going to go into the town proper. North is an undiscovered location. We're going to always look around and see if there's any supplies or any stuff you can pick up. What's up, dudes? Because you need lots and lots of supplies. That's your money in this game. And upgrades, you need linens, you need leather, you need all kinds of stuff. And obviously the higher the upgrade, the more it's going to cost you in materials. So you want to always be looking out. As I said in the last video, ABC, always be collecting. That is very, 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 very important. Okay. Let's see, where's that undiscovered location? So we're going to come up here. There's the location we were looking for. In this game, the side activities are always the legend storyteller. This is how you do the multiplayer. So I will not be doing multiplayer. Therefore, I do not need the legend storyteller. So, just so you know. So we got the spring. If we keep going into the town proper, we can reach the merchants and everything. So we're going to go ahead and head there now that we've looted everything in existence. I believe... Nope, this is the spring. I'm just going to fast travel to it. There we go. When in doubt, just fast travel to it.
Khan must have known the perfect place to attack Tsushima. But how? I've heard rumors he studied Tsushima.
It's another artifact.
Before he came, then he knew.
You don't need to collect them. They don't really give you anything except some more information, backstory on the, well, story. That's a quest, is it not? I believe that's a quest. I'll take the flowers. And the color of the flower doesn't matter.
After your bow, my lord.
Oh, the bowyer.
I can make sure your bow is in the best possible condition.
Whatever you can do, I'd appreciate it.
The honor is mine. Just bring me the raw materials I need, and leave the rest to me.
Okay, like I said, I'm not going to bother wasting materials because the same materials for the half bow go for the long bow, which is going to give you more damage, draw speed, everything's better. So it's just good to know where it is. And also, if their icon is gold when you get close to them, like you saw with this one, that means you have the materials for an upgrade.
Goodbye.
Also on the map, when you hover over the town, see, it tells you how many upgrades are available. So it's gold, meaning you can get an upgrade, and that's because it's the half bow. I'm not going to bother upgrading the half bow. There's only so many resources to go around, so I would definitely make sure that you don't waste.
I'm sorry. I need more for that.
See, predator hides, 10 predator hides so that you can hold more arrows. The kunai is also predator hides. If you need more bamboo, yew wood, waxwood, arrows, or kunai. I have none. Oh, I'm full on these. I have no kunai. I can hold 3. Yeah.
I hope it helps.
Yeah, having kunai is a really good thing. Because you can quick fire them, and they usually kill in one hit. Oh, look, it's a kitty. Hi, kitty. Okay. So this person has a bubble over the head, so let's talk to him.
Have you seen the birds, Lord Sakai?
What birds are you looking for?
The golden ones. Songs that remind you of more peaceful times.
Ah, they were my mother's favorite. She used to say they knew our island better than any other creature.
I believe it, my lord. And if it weren't so dangerous, I'd follow one. See where the golden bird leads me.
Maybe I'll do just that. But you should wait until our home is safe once more.
I will, Lord Sakai. Thank you.
Hint, 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 hint. Follow the golden birds. Hint, 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 hint. Maybe that's something you should do. Yeah, in all seriousness, though. Follow the golden birds. They lead you to... What do they lead you to? I believe they lead you to... I want to say hot springs? I could be wrong on that, though. Like I said, it's been a while since... Oh, new vanity gear for the bow. Yeah, that's complete the curse of Uchitsune to unlock. That's the long bow. I'm not going to bother. Armor dies, if we'd wanted. I'm going to hold on to my flowers for now. And the color of the flower doesn't matter. You spend flowers for dyes. Doesn't matter if it's yellow, white, blue, pink, orange, doesn't matter. It all counts as one currency. So if you're looking for a particular armor color or sword kit color or something, you don't have to go look for a specific color of flower. It's all the same currency. So just collect flowers. And these towns are always good for collecting stuff laying around too, so always do that as well. Look around the town, pick up some stuff here and there. They won't mind. You can steal their shit left, right, and center, and they don't mind. Nobody gets mad. They're just like, yeah, hey, take all my stuff. Works for me. So, let's see what's up here. Just doing a little ransacking. Supplies, linen, supplies. See, no one cares. They're not going to get mad at you. You don't get in trouble. Nobody says, oh, don't steal my shit. Doesn't matter. You can steal it. So, anybody with a bubble overhead? Let's talk.
My lord, the Mongols have taken the bridge leading into Hyoshi Springs.
Many people travel that bridge. They'll be vulnerable to attack. I'll go there, see what I can do.
Thank you, my lord.
Yeah, that's another side quest to free up the bridge. Go kick some Mongol ass. Like I said, I would wait before taking on large groups of Mongols, just because it's they can be pretty strong, and until you get Hayoshi Haiku, and until you get to be a lot more powerful, you're gonna need to be careful. So I'm just saying. Let me see. What am I looking for? I believe it's up here. It may not be available yet, now that I think about it. I'm looking for the tail, one of the mythic tails that unlocks the longbow. It may not be available yet. Ooh. I'll take the supplies though. So that mythic tail may not be available. We can go ahead and go on this one. Eventually, if you follow this, you'll get fire arrows. And let me tell you, fire arrows are so very good in this game. Nothing causes more panic than setting a dude on fire with a fire arrow. Puts him out of the fight too, so I would recommend doing that. It's going to give us a big advantage against our adversaries. Takes a guy right out of the fight when you light him on fire. As you can imagine in real life. Nobody's getting set on fire and be like, oh, that tickles. No. They're screaming and hollering and, oh my god, I'm on fire. Okay, doesn't look like there's a way to get up here from that way. I thought maybe we'd be able to climb the rocks or something, so doesn't look like that's going to be a possibility. Nope, no handholds. The game makes it very obvious where you can and can't climb by having big, noticeable handholds. It doesn't mark things with yellow paint like God of War, but it's big handholds that you can clearly see. If you don't see those, you can't climb. I mean, there's a few exceptions. Like you saw me climb without these handholds. There's a few exceptions to that, but overall, if you can climb it, you'll be shown the handholds. So, yeah, stay away from the wasps' nests. All they export is pain. I mean, they're dangerous enough that if you drop it on an enemy camp or enemies, it'll kill them. I guess everybody in Tsushima is allergic to bee stings. Who knew? The more you know. Because if you saw during the first bow guy quest, Ishikawa, I dropped a hornet's nest on like 2 or 3 of the dudes, and they died. So. Alright, come on. He's like a little monkey, isn't he? Look at him go. That saves us kind of a trip, so that's why I did it. You can go around the long way if you want to, but I don't see the point. Why not go up and over? And that's to get down. Okay. What's up, dude? I'm gonna loot your house real quick. So, just hold on a second. Ugh. Sucks, man. You don't have anything to loot? Alright, let's do this.
Sensei, any word on Tomoe?
Yes, but I'm not sure you are ready for her.
You make her sound like a demon.
That's not far off the mark. Tomoe is fearless. She is not samurai, but she is a born killer.
I know the type.
No, you do not.
She is pretty badass with a bow, just so you know. She learned all his techniques, and now he's pissed because she's teaching his techniques to the Mongols. I get it.
Come,
Where are we headed?
an archery range. The locals saw Mongols training there. I suspect Tomoe was with them.
If Tomoe is truly fearless, she'd make a useful ally.
A starving leopard is fearless too.
Leopards can't master a way of the bow.
Let it go, Sakai.
Hmm.
She will never join us.
Why did she turn against you?
I took a risk sharing all I knew with her. When she betrayed my trust, I punished her.
It must have been harsh.
You saw what she did to the prisoners at Fort Nakayama. That was no mistake. That was a choice. And not the first time she's made it.
We don't know it was her fault.
You don't. I do.
She knows her student. He knows his student well enough to know that she's he trained her to be a killer, so of course he knows she's a killer. Now, one of the things that you may or may not know about the game, what I was talking about. Hold on. Let me see if we have time before he starts talking again. How you play the game affects the weather. What I mean by that is the more stealth kills you do, the more often storms will appear. And the more open combat you do, more honorable, the more sunny days you get. True story. It's a true
You have to
fact.
climb to get there.
Sure you can make it, Sensei?
What are you waiting for, Sakai?
I'm already up there,
You need
dude.
a hand, Sensei?
Huh, where'd he go? Ah,
Not
that was
bad,
quick.
Sakai.
Yeah, you used NPC teleportation. That wasn't fair.
You said the only way up was to climb.
No. I said you had to climb. It's good exercise. Arrows, Mongol and Japanese.
If they were here, they're long gone.
We might pick up their trail by the practice target.
There is no target.
Near that watchtower.
Not bad, Sensei.
Find out where they went.
Okay.
Move it, Sakai.
I'm working on it. Sheesh. It's a pushy dude. I'm working on it. I'll run. Is that better? God, the guy's pushy.
Mongols is Tomoe training. A severed head. Used for target practice.
Sensei, Mongols here.
Oh, crap. Ooh, now that was cool.
Sensei, I could use your help.
Oh crap, wrong button. Psych! Don't show that. You're dead. Ooh, some U wood for weapon upgrades. Let me get my kunai back. Yeah, you have, and you can get predator hides from those things. Yeah, you have to kill animals in this game, so if that bothers you, I apologize. I know some people don't like showing animal deaths, but this game definitely does that, so there's going to be more of it, just so you know. Arrows, arrows. Ooh, kunai. Can't remember whether he wants you to climb the tower or not, so I'm going to go ahead and climb. Because usually there's supplies up here. And there is a limit to how much you can fall with safe landing and not take damage. Up at that tower, you'll die. Safe landing or not. Alright, let's talk to
Good
this
work,
dude.
Sakai.
Thank you.
Resting your bow arm, Sensei?
Observing your response to an ambush.
Oh, thanks for the help.
I knew
Appreciate
those
it.
Mongols were still here.
Yes.
You didn't think to mention it?
If you can't handle a few Mongols, what good will you be against Tomoe?
This is war, not a test.
And how many wars have you fought?
Oof.
I'll test you as I see fit.
I can see why Tomoe attacked you.
Hell yeah. I love Jen.
Now, where did she go, Sakai?
I'll look around. A lot of tracks. A dozen men, maybe more.
Follow the trail.
Okay. Looks like here.
If we catch her, do not wait for me. Attack and keep moving, or you'll die.
Do you plan to use your bow this time?
If we find her,
And if not,
can you take a dozen enemy soldiers without me?
if I must.
Good answer.
That is a good answer. After we do this, we're going to go get a very important charm. So stick around. I'll show you where it is. It's a charm that allows you to slowly heal outside of combat. And it's not far from where we are. And all you have to do is climb a shrine. I'll explain. Okay, it looks like... Let's see. Tracks. Traces, sorry. Oh crap, there she is.
Practicing what Tomoe taught them.
Oh,
Murdering the innocent.
is that not Tomoe? Oh, we're being all sneaky, huh? See? Bees kill. I'm assuming that's something the samurais here go find him. They're archers, otherwise I would have charged them. Rescuing hostages. The Mongols have taken hostages. If the enemy spots you, they will start executing their prisoners. You want to stop these guys. I forgot to do this. Switch to the armor. See, one more and I unlock the next stance. I'll show you about observing and stuff later. So, if you saw that guy that went running toward the prisoners, he had the symbol over his head. If you get spotted, the prisoners don't automatically get killed. They run over to kill the prisoners. If you can get to them before they get to the prisoners, you can save the prisoners. So that's why I chased after that guy like that. So, just so you know.
Did you see a Japanese woman with these Mongols?
I couldn't believe it. She was giving them orders.
What did she say?
Something about the sensei. And the hot springs. That's all I heard, my lord. Forgive me.
You're good, dude. So, like I said, that's what I didn't do last time. The last fight when we got ambushed and I got hit and took a crap load of damage. It's because I forgot to switch. You can literally switch your gear at any time in this game. Even in the middle of combat, you can be mid-swing and you can switch your stuff immediately. So always remember that. That's why I start off with the Explorer's Clothes, which helps you in finding artifacts and clears more of the fog on the map. And yeah, basically helps you find stuff and clears the fog of war on the map. So you should always have that on. And once you upgrade it, when we get some more linen, we can upgrade it and it becomes 20% more fog of war on the map, which is good. Can help you find stuff better. Okay, let's talk to him.
I taught a monster how to hunt.
Hey, I switched my clothes.
They heard
And
Tomoe
it's
giving orders to the Mongols.
has me in the
She
armor.
mentioned Hiyoshi Springs.
She's just getting started. Sakai, the way you fight, it's not your uncle's way, and it's not mine.
We've never faced an enemy like this. I do what I must to defeat them.
A samurai is a guardian, not a killer who darts around like a thief.
You didn't see Komoda.
I've seen enough. I know it was brutal, but I won't train another monster.
I know. I won't let that happen.
If Tomoe is going after Hiyoshi Springs, I need to prepare. So do you. I'll see you at my dojo, Sakai.
It's another person telling you that the shadow ways, fighting people from the shadows, is wrong. But ooh, a new range charm. So let's go ahead and yeah, we have that, and we have our Tanto, and that has that also. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this one. 15% increase of knocking and reload speeds. See, when we now have a spot for that new charm that we're about to get, that I'm gonna show you where that is. I need to have that on. Mythic Tales now available. I know. I already picked up one. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and loot this place first before we leave. As I said, always be collecting. And by that I mean stuff like this. Oh yeah, this is a way to sneak up on people. The stealth in this game is not in depth like an Assassin's Creed game would be. It's serviceable. You'll find that the enemies in this game aren't too bright. You can find ways to cheese their AI. I mean, I know you can do that in pretty much any game, but in this game you can do it very easily. Oh, I thought that was supplies I could pick up. Never mind. So, yeah. So if you're wondering how I'm going to play, I find it easier to go the stealth route. Sneak up on dudes, and you can clear out a whole camp. Once you start getting some of the stealth abilities, you can clear out a whole camp without anybody ever seeing you. And that's going to be important. I mean, you can, if you feel powerful enough and you have it up on a low enough difficulty setting, you can do standoffs and try and massacre the whole camp honorably, if that's what you want to do. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm not going to go so far as to say you shouldn't do it, ever. It's completely up to you. I just recommend, if you want an easier time, to go ahead and do it the stealth route, because that's going to be easier. And if you've played any of the Assassin's Creed games, you know how to do stealth. It's no different than any other game that does stealth. So, okay. Now, as I was saying, we are going to go to the shrine. It's not far from where we are, as I said. Okay. Let's call the horsey.
Good horse, Kage.
Good horse, Kage.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Yeah, so in other words, you're gonna see a lot of storms on my playthrough because as I said, the more stealthy you play, the more often there'll still be sunny days. I'm not saying that it's going to be non-stop storms. Ooh, there's like 5 dudes there. I don't think I can take 5 dudes. Not this early in the game. There'll be a time when you become enough of a badass that you can take on those 5 guys and win. But that time is not now. So I definitely would not recommend doing that. Now, the entrance to shrines are going to be like this. It's on the coast.
Careful, my lord. This path is dangerous.
Okay, got a thing overhead. Talk.
Samurai, but not a priestess. What are you doing here?
My duty, tending the shrines. When the war ends, people will need these torii gates to mark their path, so they can find the Shinto shrines and pray for the kami's protection.
We could use their protection now.
Yes, but the paths are too treacherous. I tried to visit the nearby shrine, almost fell to my death.
Maybe I can reach it. As a boy, I climbed every tree and cliff around my village.
If you get there in one piece, pray for our island, and take an omamori charm for yourself. Wear it close, and the charm will change your fate.
And perhaps the fate of our home. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime you can go to a shrine, do it because you're gonna. It's gonna give you.
Shrines all across our island, and the omamori charms that rest there.
Yeah, every one of the shrines has a charm that you can take. Some of them are more useful than others, as you can imagine. And if you see any of these signs that show bowing, see? You get a cool effect. It's different for everyone. I think there's a trophy for bowing to all of them, if I'm not mistaken. It has been a while since I've played this game, as I told you. Okay. Oh yeah. We can squeeze through the rocks here. So I know there's a lot of collectibles and stuff to keep track of. See? An upgrade for the Traveler's Attire is available. But they're all worth it. It's worth having. It's worth keeping track of because everyone there's a reason for it to be there. It's not just busy work like in some other games. There's story reasons for it and there are good rewards for it as well. Like I said, I've told you about the different. I saw a thing here. There was a glint. Must have been my imagination. Alright, let's go ahead and squeeze through. Having a charm that allows you to slowly heal outside of combat is very ridiculously powerful. Okay. Okay. She wasn't kidding when she said treacherous. Yeah, some of the shrines can be really, really tough to get to. Okay. Let's go this way. Okay, we got flowers. Okay. We're always gonna be moving up. Oh. Yeah, that was the alternate way across. You would always. There is also a charm that makes it so you get extra materials when you pick up things like that. So, okay, where was that? We may have to go back down and climb down. Where was it? There was a place you could hit R2 because the bridge is out. We can't go that way. I mainly came up here to get the stuff. Ah, here it is. Okay. Telling you, Jin Sakai is agile as hell. Alright, let's get up here. Just trying to remember how to get... That's where we were. There is a way to get across, I promise you. There's a way to get there. Even here at the beginning of the game. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh, crud. Okay, I believe... Ugh. I must have missed something back there. Okay, I am. I'm trying. I know. I'm trying to get back over there. It's not letting me. Ugh, stop telling me that. I know. Apparently I can't go this way. Ugh. Okay. Ooh, there's some trust, don't you think? The jumping and the climbing and the platforming are not very, they're very intuitive. You don't have to worry about, you'll usually, in other words, you usually grab on the second you jump towards something. As long as you get near enough to it, he'll grab on. Okay. See, the game will automatically move him towards. So it's the platforming's not like finicky like in some games where it feels like the game, the controls are wonky. You end up dying more times than than succeeding because the game physics, the controls get a little too touchy. I hate when that happens. When you're playing a game and here we go. The platforming controls are like touchy, where you feel like you accidentally hit something and you fall to your death. This game kind of has you snap to it. When you make a jump and there's something nearby, it snaps you to hold on to it, to keep any of that wonkiness from happening. So you can be more confident with your jumps. That's what you want. That's the charm we want. Yeah, so, I'll show you. Hold on. Okay. You have different kinds of charm slots. These are major, that's a minor. So you can only put major in major, but you can put minor in major also. See, these are minor. So, slowly recover health while out of combat. And then we'll go ahead and put that on. You'll end up with a ton of these things. Killing enemies restores a minor amount of health, which encourages you to murder people. So, now look at my health. See how fast it's ticking up? And the good news is you don't have to do all that all again. All you got to do is hit here, and you'll automatically pop back here. See? The game is all... Now I'm back to full health. The game's all about convenience, trying to make sure that you spend more time enjoying the game than dealing with all the crap of having to trudge it back down and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you don't have to do that. Which makes me insanely happy. And also, I'm very, very thankful for fast travel. That's right. Being able to fast travel is a godsend. So we're going to fast travel to another location. Probably Hiyoshi Springs for now. We can always come here and move on to that one. Let's see. The town itself, yeah, we don't have the longbow yet. It hasn't given us the mythic tale that I wanted, or else I would have had us do that one instead. There's a mythic tale that gets you the longbow, which, as you can imagine, is better than the short bow. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll alright, we'll go to the dojo. We'll continue this because we'll be able to get fire arrows, and fire arrows are very, very useful. We don't have the longbow just yet. It's a mythic tale that starts in the northeastern part of here. I don't remember exactly what triggers it, what allows you to actually do it. But there's a musician guy. Let me go. Oops. Let me go see if I can find him. Yeah, there's a musician you can talk to, and he recites the tale of this dude whose name I can't pronounce and his longbow.
Come, see what I can make for you, my lord.
No thanks, man.
Do you need a new quiver or satchel? I'm sorry. I need
I
more
only have
for
one.
that.
I know. Well, then you don't have it. Yeah, you don't have anything I want then, dude. Why, thank you. So you're looking for a musician who recites the tale of Uchitsune, something. Can you tell I don't speak Japanese? Yeah. I only speak English and bad English, so. And yes, there is a difference.
There is no substitute for a great bow.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to do the, keep upgrading the half bow when I'm about to be getting the longbow, and I'll never ever use a half bow ever again. Once you get the longbow, there's no reason to go back to the half bow. It's not like one is better at doing this and this is better. No. It's just the longbow's just better. Just hands down better. I believe we can upgrade the...
In these times, my lord.
Let's see. We have 17 flowers. That red's not too bad. I don't think it's worth that much.
More, it's yours.
See, there's a cool hat. That's a really cool hat. So I'm going to save up for the cool hat. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. But I'm saving my flowers. I'm saving my flower. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Let's see. Outfit. Yeah, we have to find an armor to upgrade it. And there's no armor here in Hayoshi Hushu with strings. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. I'm gonna attempt to find the dude. The Mythic Tales guy. Because if we can do that quest, I would much rather do that one. Because having a longbow is very, very good. I won't spend too much time on it, so don't worry. I'm not gonna sit here for like a half hour, 45 minutes trying to find the dude. I'm gonna look for him for a minute or two, and then I'm going to peace out and move on to something else. Probably Ishikawa to get the fire arrows. I mean, if we can't have the longbow, we might as well have arrows where we can set dudes on fire. Okay, it's looking like I'm not going to be able to find him. So, always good to have bamboo. As I said, always be collecting. Okay, he's supposed to be in the northeast part of Hayoshi Springs, and I don't see him, so... Yeah, he's supposed to be around this area, but he's not. You must have to do something else in order to unlock the... I will look into it in between videos. I will research it and I will find out, and I will let you know as soon as I know.
Any news of Tomoe?
Travelers have been shot dead on the roads in and out of Hiyoshi Springs. People are afraid to leave or deliver supplies.
You think that's her doing?
A few archers at strategic points can isolate a whole town.
A tactic of yours when you were Clan Nagao's archery master.
Tomoe was a good student.
Too good. We're fighting your own reflection.
We will turn that to our advantage.
I don't know how you expect to do that, but... The past never passes.
Come.
How do you propose we find these archers?
We think like Tomoe.
That's helpful. You want to elaborate, maybe, or
We
no?
want to control movement in and out of Hiyoshi Springs. Where do we put archers?
Survey the region. Oops.
It would be smart to control the main entrance into town.
People already avoid the main road. Archers there would be wasted.
Alright. What about here?
Path behind the inn.
No. Poor cover, no clear lines of sight. You want to cover the largest territory with the fewest archers.
Okay. Alright. I'm feeling you. I feel you.
A handful of men could shut down the road to the coast.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, here's the other
I would
one.
want someone looking over the bridge into town.
So would I.
Okay, and over
Road
here.
south runs along a high ridge. Perfect place to rain down arrows.
Tomoe would agree. There's hope for you. Let's go hunting.
Alright, dude. Are you leading or am I leading? Okay. Who's leading? You or me? Oh, looks like I'm in charge here.
What else did you teach Tomoe?
I held back nothing.
Including why you left Clan Nagao?
That's no secret. It was time to retire, and the hot spring suited me.
But you continued to teach.
Not at first.
What changed your mind?
The bow is my life. Putting it down felt like death, so I chose to live.
But do you regret giving up a warrior's life?
Mastery of the bow is mastery of oneself. That is the only victory worthy of a samurai. The rest is noise.
I'm getting a little winded there, Sensei. I'll try not to run too fast for you.
We're getting close. Eyes open.
What do you think my eyes have been this whole time, dude? Of course my eyes have been open. Keep an eye out for Mongols.
Innocent travelers, murdered.
Let's help their killers follow them across the Sansu River.
Okay. We can do an open standoff to try and take these guys out. Or, yeah. There's a lot of dudes. I don't see Sensei jumping out of the trees to kill some people. He was having a fit about my skulking around. Now, there's two archers. They don't know where I am yet, so we have a couple choices. See what we got left. If we kill one of those dudes, the other one is going to attack and raise the alarm. Eventually, you'll get the ability to create noises, distractions. You'll get these chimes that you can use to manipulate the guys around. You can have them draw them off, and once you get that, taking out enemy camps is like nothing. It's simple. You just move them around, kill them, throw another one, kill them. It's pretty cool. I was in the middle of killing a dude. Hold on. I always forget to do this. Dojo that. Dojo that.
I wasn't here.
Keep moving.
Yeah, no reason to make the dude suffer. Okay, kunai, kunai. Oh, we're going this way? Okay. See? I didn't hear him complaining that time.
All those innocent dead. Tomoe has thrown everything away.
Alright, gotta switch back.
Betrayed our people.
She is a traitor because the Mongols offered power, wealth, status. Things denied her by birth.
Tomoe knew she was born to a lower station than she deserved.
Now you're being too kind.
Kindness can be useful, even to a warrior.
Who told you that? Sun Tzu?
My uncle. And he didn't tell me. He showed me. Mercy creates a debt.
Your uncle showed mercy to people who pose no danger to him. A safe bet.
I'm just doing some flower picking, Sensei. It's important stuff. So, yeah. Always be collecting, like I said. So let's keep heading, following the wind. It's an elegant system. Okay, I think we reached the... Oh crap. I'm gonna stay here, make them come to me. They go after archers too. Where is he? Where's the other dude? Let's see how good Sensei is. Haha. Dojo! Dojo!
How did Tomoe become your student?
She showed up at my dojo with her father's makeshift hunting bow and refused to leave.
You didn't turn her away.
I tried, but she sank arrow after arrow into my targets. I've never seen talent like hers.
She must have had training.
Her form was wrong. Would have been useless in a real fight.
So
She
you...
had no fear of missing a shot. She never
Yeah.
hesitated.
A warrior's spirit.
No. Killers. I
That's
didn't
it.
see it till it was too late.
Isn't that the same thing? A warrior is a killer. But there is a difference, I suppose. So. See, aren't you glad I had us get that major charm that regenerates our health slowly outside of combat? Because now by the time we get to the next combat encounter, I'll be at full health. I try to do my best to prepare. Let's see, how do we want to do this? I guess let's start off, let's murder a dude. Psych! Ow. Right in the head. I have him shooting him from the back and me attacking from the front. It's gonna be so much easier when I can get the thing that lets me deal with these guys. There's a stance.
I have message. Speak. Sensei, all of Hiyoshi Springs will beg for mercy, like the victims of Hironori now. Silence!
There you go. We now have a new stance. The water stance. Which I'm assuming it's going to... Here we go. That's what I was just talking about. Highly effective against shields. The water stance. Heavy attacks deal extra stagger damage. And as you go through here... 5 rapid strikes. Inflict increasing damage each attack in your flurry strike. So if you find yourself using a particular stance more than others, sink some points into it.
Hironori Nagao. Didn't he die fighting bandits?
It was decades ago.
He was reputed to be a great archer. Did he study with you?
No. Tomoe is spreading lies.
But there's a seed of truth.
She wants us to doubt each other. We are all that stands between Hiyoshi Springs and a bloodbath.
Then we stand together.
We'll plan the town's defense at my dojo. Meet me there and be ready to fight.
Okay. So we got our first stance. Well, our second stance. Technically, we already have the stance, but you know what I mean. Got a technique point. That's what I'm talking about. Legend increases is what you want. Charm of precision, a ranged charm. Half bow die and a minor defense charm and minor legend increase. You can always see what you're going to get from completing the quest, which is always good. Let's see. We got a new charm. Charm of precision. Ooh, moderate increase to arrow damage. Yeah, here we go. We'll increase arrow damage. Yeah, I was in the wrong armor again. I forgot. Fast travel currently disabled. Why? Yeah, so to switch stances, you R2 and one of the face buttons. To help you remember it, remember the cross swords is X, so you would hit R2 and X. Shields are round, so R2 and O. R2 and triangle will be for spears. Just think of spearheads as being triangular and pointy. And then, of course, R2 and square for brutes because they're big and boxy. So you should switch in combat between those different stances depending on who you're fighting. It happens really fast, so it's not like it slows you down. You can literally just be like, go to this stance, then go to this stance. Okay. So, we find ourselves a little bit south of Hiyoshi Springs. We're going to go here, and I'll show you why here in a second. Let's go get on the horse. Come on, horsey, let's go.
That's fine, Kage.
Ooh, I think this is an enemy camp. It might be not what I'm thinking of. Yoichi's Crossing. Yoichi's Crossroads. Okay. It's an enemy camp. Yoichi's Crossing. Yoichi's Crossroads. There's also a graveyard, and that's where you get the singing crickets, and getting singing crickets gets you more songs to change the weather. I forget the exact number for each one, but there's a singing cricket there. I don't know that we are ready to take on this entire camp. I don't think we have the stuff, but anytime that you're going to do an enemy camp and there's a leader, it says find and observe the leader, you want to do that. It's going to give you an extra point towards stance. So all you have to do is sneak up and watch the leader practice. So you just got to find where the leader is. I'm not sure where the leader is. Let's see if we can find him. Ha ha ha! Not exactly sure where he is. I don't think it's at those dudes. I'm gonna come over here. Let's go ahead and look. Is that the leader right there? He's a big dude. Might be him. But I don't see him practicing anything. Or he might be just a guard guarding the entrance. Yeah, he's in here. I can hear him. See? You get close, hold R2. See? You gotta get 8 points for the next stance. So, you're gonna need to get the extra point from observing the leader. I just wanted to do that real quick. You get to keep the point, so it's not like if you leave and come back, you have to start over and you don't get the point. No, you get to keep the point. So, I just don't think that power-wise that we're going to be able to take this guy. I mean, I can give it a shot and see if we can do it. It's going to take some gonna take some doing. That was like the stupidest thing I've ever said. Take some doing. Jesus. Could I have said something dumber? Probably. I believe we should probably... We can keep going with his quest to get our fire arrows. We can also go to Golden Temple, which is one of the major towns. And that's an important place. There's an armorer there. It's a very... So at the very least, we'll have it. So we'll have it as a fast travel point. I'm trying to increase my power before. There's a few abilities I want to get before I find myself taking on enemy camps. And we're marking all these places on the map. We'll come back to them. Ariake Prefecture. I would feel a lot more comfortable having a few more abilities under my belt. And a little bit more health. I believe this is a graveyard. Yeah, you can hear the cricket. Sometimes there's enemies in the graveyards, that's why I'm sneaking. There's a few graveyards you go to and there's a bunch of enemies there, so you gotta be careful. 1 of 20 collected. So to get our next flute melody, we need 4 more. So you need 5 per, I think. Wait, no, that wouldn't make any sense. We already have 1 flute song. There's only 3 songs left. We'll figure it out. All we need to know now is we need 4 to get our next song. And you get them in order. You don't get to pick your next one. It gives you the next one down. Which in our case is going to be the Lament of the Storm, which makes it all stormy, which can help if you're doing stealth. It can cut the sun down, which can make it easier to sneak. So having stormy weather does help. And then when you want to switch it back, you just play the first song that turns it into a sunny day. I believe this is the way. Whee! Up the stairs we go. Okay. I believe this should... Yeah, this should be it. There you go. We unlocked a new location, which you can fast travel to. This is an important location right here. Let's talk to this guy.
It's good to see you. Gonjiro, right? You served Lord Nagao. He was a good man. Sorry we lost him.
I'm honored you recall a humble household servant. So many of us here owe you our lives.
I'm afraid the fight for our home is just beginning.
That's why we want to help, my lord. People started donating what they could, and... Please, accept these gifts.
Thank you, Gonjiro. And everyone else who contributed.
We'll keep donating what we can. here and elsewhere, as word of your victory spread. May the Kami keep you from harm.
Okay. This gift place is important because every now and again you will be given a gift. In this case, it's a mask. In other case, it can be see materials: 10 iron, 10 cloth or linen, 10 bamboo. See?
Stop! Don't!
So now we'll be able to upgrade our sword, which makes it do more damage, obviously. Because that iron is what we needed to upgrade the sword. Yes, the legend storyteller. Hee hee. Okay, we gotta find the weapon guy. There's a weapon guy, there's a...
Wish I could fight back.
I work on all kinds of armor.
Oh, she's the armorer. I always get these confused. That was the weapon guy. See, it looks like a suit of armor, but it's actually weapons crossed.
To work on your blade, my lord. The katana of Clan Sakai, an exquisite weapon.
You recognize it on sight?
For me, every blade is unique, as recognizable as a person. Lord Sakai, bring the materials I need, and I would be honored to improve such a fine sword.
I shouldn't have to tell you that you should prioritize upgrading your katana. We have enough iron.
Sharper than ever.
There we go.
Apologies.
And now,
Don't have what
see, now we have to
do
have
the work.
steel for this. And also the Tonto is helpful for stealth. Assassinate enemies more quietly and faster. So you definitely want to upgrade that as well.
Your sword arm protects us all.
That's why you should ABC, always be collecting. Because you want to be able to, the more you collect, the quicker you can upgrade your stuff. There's something at the top of this place up there. You can't get up there now until you get, I don't want to ruin anything, so, there's a certain item you have to get in order to be able to climb that. I probably shouldn't have mentioned that, so, oops, forget I said anything.
I can repair all kinds of armor. Make it the envy of Hachiman himself.
Even broken armor fresh off the battlefield?
Well, that does look quite damaged. Bring me something in better condition, and I would be honored to show you my skill.
Okay. We have enough linen and supplies. Ooh, it's going to take all of our supplies. Ooh. We don't have the longbow yet. 20% more fog of war on the map. That will reveal more of the map.
You need more to make these improvements.
30%, and then unless you're artifact hunting, you don't have to worry about that one. But that one's really good. 30% more of the war map. We'll get more supplies. You'll be able to find more supplies. Don't worry.
Armor like that will never fail you, my lord.
I hope not. Hope it's not going to fail me, because that would suck. This new armor is really cool. It's going to protect me. Dead. Oh, guess it's not going to protect me. Okay, well, that was fun. Okay, so we have the gift altar. We can see. Ooh, we can go to another hot spring. See, that's the kind of stuff we're gonna need. Before we start taking on enemy camps, we're gonna need to up our health, get more techniques. I probably could have, but it becomes easier once you get the wind chimes. so that you can make noise. The enemy AI is dumb enough that you can literally move everybody wherever you want, and it makes murdering people easy. I believe we have to climb up there. It's on top of this. Let's see if we can find a place to get up. But it's up there. Ah, here we go. So you always, as I said, you always want to get to any hot springs or bamboo strike. Because that's going to give you more resolve. More resolve equals the ability to heal yourself more often. And you always want that. And also more health. It's pretty self-explanatory. So we'll go ahead and do this one while we're here. Let's see, Sensei Ishikawa.
Sensei Ishikawa should visit this place. I wonder if he's ever relaxed in his life. He's strung tighter than his bowstring.
He's well, tighter than his bowstring. Oh, he kind of is. He's a little uptight. Okay, we now have the Golden Temple as a fast travel location. We can turn that off. See what else we want to do. We could do Lady Masako, her quest, since we're down here. If you're looking into stealth, doing this guy's quests can be helpful. We got a new mask. We'll switch, why not? Let's see. Yeah, the Ronin attire. That's the good sneaking attire. Ooh. I don't know, man. That one's pretty good. Heavenly Strike. See, this is the one I wanted to get. The Curse of Uchitsune, if that's how you pronounce it. I hope. That's a minor quest. Oop. Whoa. A little too fast. A little bit too far. That's why I wanted to go down there. That's stealth armor. But I don't know that we can go that far. Alright. Let's, I guess let's go ahead and we'll do this, her quest while we're out here. I always name my horse Kage. By now you should have a pretty good base of skills, so it should make exploring a little more easy. You should be able to explore a little more freely now. Those are just a couple of the like the bow, so that you can do ranged, and then of course the ability to quietly assassinate dudes. Without that, a lot of these encounters become difficult.
Clan Adachi's estate. Lady Masako should be here.
Lady Masako! Warriors of Clan Adachi! Is anyone here? Lady Masako! It's Jin Sakai.
Someone forced their way in. What happened here? The Naginata. Used by the women of Clan Adachi. They fought to defend their family.
Need supplies, need supplies, need supplies, need supplies.
Trying to escape. past the children through the window.
Well, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, what's over here?
But no signs of violence.
Except the supplies. The yummy, delicious supplies. They didn't take those. So, yay. Alright. There's no way... Okay, we're gonna have to go back. Oops, wrong button. And we're gonna have to go around this way. And check the other house.
Don't kill him! Where's Lady Masako?
Uh-oh. Forgot to switch my outfit again.
Tell me where she is.
Who were these men? Not Mongols. And not bandits. I need to find out what happened here. If anyone survived, they may have fled on horseback. Better check the stables.
See? I now am regenerating all that wonderful health. Aren't you glad I showed you where to get that charm? Exactly. That's what I do on my channel. I help.
Remains of a battle.
So you watch me and you get to see different
Stables. Someone took the horses. Horse tracks. Someone fled the estate. They left a trail.
I make sure that I show you where to get the treasures. Alright, it might be a little bit of a journey, so let's follow the trail. Let's see, the horse tracks go this way. Okay. Tracks. Alright, I'm gonna have to be off a horseback. Ugh. Alright. So as I was saying, there's a lot of people.
The rider. The rider was skilled. Knew how to confuse their aim.
There's a lot of people doing videos on YouTube. I am not gonna do the clickbaity things.
Fallen horse. This horse belonged to Clan Adachi. Dead for days. Lady Masako, it's me.
Yes, so don't shoot me in the face. I'd appreciate it.
This samurai escaped Komoda. My husband.
Oof.
Lord Adachi died a warrior's death. Defending our home.
Damn.
Why have you come?
The Mongol Khan has captured Lord Shimura. If your clan joins me, we can save my uncle and avenge your men.
Clan Adachi. Massacred by our own people.
Traitors. Why would they kill those who swore to protect them?
I intend to find out.
I'm coming with you.
No, do not set aside your concerns for mine.
The family of samurai are my concern. I know what it means to be the last of one's clan.
I cannot be responsible for your death.
You won't be.
You're gonna let him come along, so just say yes.
Ride with me.
Ride with me. If you want to go and take a ride with me. Just had to grab some bamboo real quick. Go ahead and start your monologue.
I fought men at your estate.
They were waiting to finish what they started. The night my husband and sons rode to face the Mongols. The assassins came to our home. My sister took the children and fled. I stayed with my sons' wives to fight our attackers. We were outnumbered. And then I was the only one left.
That's how it ended for me at Komoda.
For me, it wasn't over. I buried them here with the rest of our family.
Let's honor the dead.
Safe, but the assassins caught them on the road, cut them down. My sister, my grandmother.
Sorry, forgot to do this.
Even little Natsu. She was just born. All I could do was bury her with her mother.
This never should have happened.
My sister should have been buried with her husband in the north. But at least she's with family.
I wanted to check for a cricket, but I don't think there is one.
We ride for the Golden Temple.
Because the Traveler's Attire is not vibrating, so. See, I could have waited.
You endured this alone.
I am not alone. The killers are alive.
They will pay for what they did.
Every moment the killers walk free brings me shame.
You can't blame yourself.
But it is my duty to punish them for it.
She just wants good old-fashioned revenge.
You'll have to go in without me. Find the monk named Sogen and tell him the fate of Clan Adachi.
What are you plotting, Lady Masako?
Indulge a grieving widow. Once you've talked to Sogen, find the armorer. She is repairing something for me. I want you to have it.
I will do that. Thank you.
I will wait for you on the other side of the temple.
Yeah, so they would have brought me to here, but I already came here. So it's okay. No biggie. But as I was saying before, I'm not gonna be one of those.
It is an honor.
Hold on, they keep interrupting me.
I think of myself as more of a servant, my lord. Please, call me Junshin. I made this temple a haven for our people.
I'll spread the word.
If they cannot make the journey, there are also camps around Ariake. I supply them with all the food I can spare.
That's good to know. I'm looking for one of your fellow monks, a man named Sogen.
I believe he is sweeping the temple deck.
Thank you, Junshin. Continue your good work.
As I said, I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers that will do anything for a view, will do crazy stuff, will, you know, do clickbait and all this. I don't care if that means I only have a few people who watch my videos. I would rather be true to myself than be some clown for somebody else. So I make my videos informative and entertaining sometimes, but I also try to pass on my 35 years of gaming knowledge to other people, to people who want it. I have a lot of information.
Said you were repairing something she wanted me to have.
The armor. It's one of the finest sets I've ever worked with. Let me get it.
Samurai clan armor.
It suits you perfectly, my lord. The quality is incomparable. It will serve you well, but if anything isn't to your liking, I can always make alterations. All I need are the right materials.
Thank you.
Okay. Armor loadouts and gameplay options to assign charms. Oh, they added that in. That must have been... That must be new, because when I was playing, they didn't have those. Where did they say it was? They said it was... see, controller stick drift. Said it was under options. Follow guide bars to discover hidden locations. Samurai Clan armor. Reduces all damage by a moderate amount. Moderate increase to health. Taking damage grants 15% resolve. Reduces all damage by a moderate amount. Major increase to health. But this one, major reduces all damage by a major amount. Massive increase to health. Yeah, so eventually this one will be your default combat armor. For now, it's this one because a major increase to health and moderate damage reduction. So, I'm curious about what it said about, enable armor loadouts. There we go. Now, where do we find them? Helmet options, mask options, armor options. Okay, we want that one. We want that one. And that one. So I forgot to put charms on the outfit. Let's see, we'll do that one first, the major, and then we will do precision. Okay. And you can have different charms for different armor sets, so that's really cool. I didn't use that before, but as you unlock the broken armor, you can't really use until you get it repaired later. Okay, speak with the sweeping monk. Okay, he should be over here. There he is. So, as I said, I am going to be true to myself. I'm going to make the kind of videos I want to make. And hopefully I'll be able to pass on some of my 35 years of knowledge to anybody who wants it. I know a lot about gaming culture. I've been playing games since I was 15, so I do have a lot of knowledge as far as that goes. And I'd be happy to help anybody who needs help gaming or wants information. I know the internet has all that, but...
You know the tale of Tadayori, my lord.
I know his name, but I've not heard of his exploits.
It's long believed the Ama Tadayori war granted him great power, that it would be disastrous should it fall into the wrong hands.
Then I can't let that happen. I'd like to hear more of this story, and this armor.
The musician Yamato may be able to help. He told me the legend in Azamo, near the river that separates it from Sutsu.
Tadayori's armor. That's that ends up being a archer armor. Tadayori's armor. So definitely.
Tsushima, you'll see.
Definitely, depending on what activity you're doing, you can swap armors. And I would definitely recommend doing that. But right now, let's talk to the monk. Hey, Mr. Monk Man.
Are you Sugin?
I am.
Are you Sugin?
A samurai?
Mm-hmm.
Alive?
Yes.
I have a message from Lady Masako. Clan Adachi was attacked. She is the only survivor.
The Mongols.
Traitors. Our own people.
How horrible.
Has
I'll
anyone
say.
suspicious passed through the temple? A group of armed men?
Not that I've seen, but my duties keep me far too busy. Please tell Lady Masako she's welcome to take refuge here.
She doesn't seem to think she is.
Of course.
See, I honor people. I have a personal code not unlike a samurai. I'm not trying to say that I fight and do all that crap, but no. But I do have a personal code that I follow. Never break promises, that's a big one. I keep all my promises.
You made it!
Yes, I did. Thank you, whatever dude guy you are. Yes, I'm glad. I don't know who that dude is. Let's see. Some bamboo. Excellent. I'm saving up my stuff for the longbow when I get it, and I will get it. I will look in between videos and I'll find out how to activate it. I did.
It fits well.
It belonged to my eldest, Shigesato.
It is an honor. I spoke to the monk.
What did Sogen say?
He offers you refuge in the temple.
So my family's killers know where to find me.
Yeah.
We need to move.
I get it. That makes sense.
You think Sogen is behind the massacre?
He visited my home just before the assassins. The little bastard was their scout.
His
Oh.
guilt.
No, but it earns my suspicion. Sogen arrived from Kamiagata at the beginning of autumn.
When we first heard the Mongols plan to invade.
The plot to destroy my clan took precision, planning.
And a war to cover the treachery.
Where is that monk?
There's Sogen, leaving in a hurry.
Let's follow the wolf to his den. We can get down here.
You sent me to frighten the monk.
I knew he would panic, make a mistake. Now he's leading us to his friends.
Stay close. We can't be seen.
You have to keep him in your sights at all times. If you can't see him, then you get a little countdown. Oh, so that nice sweeping monk dude
I don't think so.
is a bad guy.
Let's go.
He turns around occasionally, so you want to kind of stay a little bit back, but also hide behind rocks and in plants if you can. You don't want him to see you because you'll fail the quest. It's one of those. One of those annoying quests. Luckily, it's nighttime, which helps. You just want to keep an eye on him, but not get too close. Anybody who's played the old Assassin's Creed games knows about these tailing missions and how much of a pain in the ass they are.
Get out of sight.
I am out of sight. You can't see me. Can't see me, son. Alright, let's roll.
closer.
Masako's alive. She has a samurai with her.
That must be who killed our men at the estate.
Bastard.
Now they know I'm part of this. You have to find them.
Keep your voice down.
I'm going inside. Don't come back until they're dead.
Those men slaughtered my family. Spare the monk. The rest can die.
Okay.
Who will face me first?
Show me the mighty samurai.
You mean like that? Hold on. I think it's hilarious how you can switch armor in the middle of combat. It's like, hold on. I gotta change my armor real quick. So just everybody hold on for a second. Wait, why did it take my helmet off? Oh crap. Oh crap. Dude! That's what I get for not paying attention. That was on me. I had something. Something in real life was distracting me. I'll pay attention now. Oh, that's right. God, hit the wrong button. I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm getting back into it.
Soaking wet inside the inn. Let's go.
Got distracted. That one was on me. I keep hitting X to dodge when it's O. Like seriously. I keep hitting X. I don't know what game I'm thinking of. Oh, God of War.
There's nowhere to run, so
I played a lot of God of War. So X is dodge.
I was only a messenger.
for who?
Knowledge does not end suffering.
You know nothing of suffering.
Masako.
I buried my family, one by one. It took days. But I'm going to leave you for the wolves.
We need him alive to tell us who he serves.
Our world has changed. Men of vision must rise to face it. Those in the way must be removed.
They were children!
Oh!
Masako!
Well, he ain't talking. Oh, damn.
He was never going to talk.
We still need information. There has to be something we can use. Search outside. I'll deal with things in here.
Find me when you're done.
Okay. Wow. She slaughtered that dude.
Payment for slaughtering children. Is that all their lives were worth? Names. And a symbol. Masako might know them.
I'm looking for supplies first, son. So, yeah, I keep hitting X to dodge. I've been playing a lot of God of War. I posted more of the. Posted another one of the Berserker fights, no damage. So, in order to get good enough to do no damage, you have to be able to dodge and block and all that. So, I keep hitting X to dodge. Because my muscle memory tells me, okay, enemy attacking, dodge, hit X. And my guy, that's why you keep seeing my guy jump. When I should be...
Anything?
Here, a list of conspirators.
A list of names and a clan symbol.
I found the same symbol on these men. I've never seen it before.
A rival clan, moving in to take control. We have to stop them.
I will.
You cannot do it alone. When my uncle hears of this, he will not rest until the traitors pay for what they did. Help me, and we will bring down everyone who hurt you.
Together. When you need help rescuing your uncle, I will be there.
Thank you, Lady Masako.
Until that time, I have work to do.
Whereas that DLC armor I have on now is more powerful, it can't be upgraded. Whereas the samurai armor can be upgraded, so eventually it will be more powerful than this armor. Sorry. The head man. Okay. I meant to do my techniques. I told you that this is a very important one, because it is. Deflecting arrows. If you can't quite get to the archer, you can parry it. You can knock the arrow. All I gotta do is hold block. Parry unblockable spear attacks. We're not quite there yet. The double roll is a good one. It gets you out of attack from big attacks, as you saw. You can also make it so the wind will lead you to a bunch of different things. I personally wouldn't waste points on this. You can find maps and stuff on the internet, and I'll show you where some of the things are. A lot of them are. So don't waste your technique points on that. See, these are good also. Me personally, I tend to be more into the ghost part of things. Let's see. Standoff, I don't use that as much. Brief and slow down time, that's a good one. Safe landing, we got that one. That's a very useful one. I would recommend this one. It helps taking out camps. And eventually you'll be able to get 3 guys. So if you like to do what I do, sneaking into camps and secretly murdering guys, I would definitely get these abilities.
Need to strike faster. Kill another while the first bleeds.
Exactly. And then I'll be getting this one. You need 2 technique points for that, but it's definitely worth it. Because then if there's 2 guys standing there, you can just pss, pss, done. Even if there's 3 before you get the 3, you go pss, pss, take down 2 of them, and it's just you against the other dude. You one-on-one. Okay. I'm going to end the video here because we're well over 2 hours, and I try to keep my videos to around 2 hours-ish. There's a lot more for us to do. I will be looking into that mythic tail to see what triggers it so we can get the longbow, because that bow is going to last you throughout the entire game, and that's the bow you should be upgrading. Don't waste any stuff on the half bow. It's a starter weapon, and it's not worth upgrading. So, like, share, subscribe, same thing everybody always says at the end of the video. If you like what I'm doing, suggest it to a friend. If there's any thing you want to know or video you want me to make about a particular game, if you're having trouble in a particular section of a game, I can definitely do that. I can answer questions. As I said, I've been gaming for most of my life, so I'm more than willing to help, or just talk about anything. I am a big nerd. I'm a video game nerd, D&D nerd, Marvel Comics, a little bit of DC, stuff like that. So I love talking about all that kind of stuff. So if anybody wants to talk about that, we can do that. So, but until the next video, I've been Dendril the Gamer, and I will see you in the next one.